When I was 23, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Paranoid schizophrenia to be exact. That would have been let's see. No, I was wrong. I was 22. It was in 2012. No, that's wrong. When I was 23 years old, I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia when I was 23 years old. When I was 23 years old, I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. That was in the year 2011. The year 2019, I would have been 31 years old. I was officially diagnosed with schizoaffective, meaning bipolar and schizophrenia. Type 1 bipolar, and I've been taking medicine for about 16 years now. Now, here's the catch. I've come across someone's videos by the name of Lauren Kennedy West. She was also diagnosed with schizoaffective and have now been off of any psychotropic medicine for the last year and a half. And she did this by learning that her exercise for a marathon made her medicine metabolize differently. Therefore, she still suffered the symptoms. I want to do the same. I want to get off of psychotropic medicine. She started doing metabolic therapy and a keto diet, changing the fuel her liver makes from glucose to ketones by a high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. She keeps her body in a state of ketosis, at least as far as I know she does. That's how it started, at least. So by keeping her body in a state of ketosis and metabolic therapy, making sure that her metabolism metabolizes nutrients, food, everything that she eats the way it should at her prime level of metabolism. I want to start this journey. It's a little difficult right now because I live in a hotel room and here I am not allowed to cook, so I can't bring in hot plates or anything like that. I have had a couple of fruit smoothies that I made in a blender the past couple days with blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, bananas, and raspberries, and honey vanilla Greek yogurt. It was pretty good. I felt better drinking it versus eating something unhealthy. And it's not simply drinking something that's healthy, it's what it does to your body and how it makes you physically feel. That's why eating healthy is such a important part of our being, is because it makes your body do what it's supposed to do. Now, our nervous system, it gives us signs. Like if I take a pen and stab myself in the arm, it's going to hurt. That's our nervous system sending signals to our brain, letting us know that there's something wrong and we need to take care of it. Same for, I believe, for schizophrenia. Our brain is creating um, hallucinations, and delusional thinking to tell us that there's something wrong in our brains that we need to fix. And I strongly believe that our diet is the main medicine. A proper diet is the main medicine our body needs to fix any problem we have. For instance, cancer needs glucose to thrive. Cancer thrives off of glucose. But if you change your body's fuel that the liver makes from glucose to ketones, then it deprives the cancer of glucose and it starts dying because it's not getting the food it needs. So it starts dying. And getting your metabolism to a primitive state, to its prime state, it helps regenerate the cells in our body to healthy cells. And that's where I'm at right now, wanting to do this. I'm hoping to have a place soon so that I may have the tools I need to start cooking the right foods that I need to put my body in a state of ketosis. She did this for a year before she got off of psychotropic medicine. So she didn't just get off medicine and start metabolic therapy and keto diet. She did that, and she noticed that her medicine, as she did that, she had to decrease because it made either the symptoms worse or made other symptoms happen. Basically the medicine became too powerful for her. And then it got to the point where any medicine was too powerful at all. And the state of being that she is at now is a very cognitive state, very intellectual state, which I believe she was always intellectual. But she has a state of cognition, and I'm trying to think of another word to use. Basically a brain function that allows her to be at a very healthy state of mind. She's regenerating her brain. So that she's back, or even better, in a state of mind that she has been. And that's what I want. I have, for the longest time, I would look back to the years before my schizophrenia started and would just think to myself, man, if I just had that cognitive ability that I used to have, and I could think back and remember how I used to think compared to how things are now. I just got on a different mood stabilizer back in January, February. Given a few months for it to have been in my system, it gives me a more grounding than I have had with other medicines, because they would make me very restless. But I strongly believe that the diet, the food we intake, causes cell damage. If we eat horrible fast food like McDonald's or stuff like that, it's harmful to us. And I think the number one thing to brain health is gut health. Because the way our body metabolizes the food that we intake, and putting it the nutrients that we need, if we eat the nutrients we need, if we intake them, versus intaking stuff that's harmful for us. I mean, it seems pretty simple to me. You eat good, your health is better. You eat bad, your health is worse. Same for brain health. Your entire body is better with healthier foods that we eat. So I'm going to start a journey on metabolic therapy and a ketone diet. And I'm also going to do more research into not just this, but other things about how our diet can affect our body's health. such as the details of mitochondria. Mitochondria is like the life force of our cells. And I want to learn more about that. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll continue this later. I hope y'all have a good night.